Hello, beloved. Welcome to our 17th session, um, which is a guide on navigating this journey of being human, a man in humus, um, or the earthly god, so to speak. You will notice that we've been in sessions showing us how to connect to the divine, how to tap into the invisible. But this life here, what we call life, love in full expression, God in full expression here, is about a well life lived in this earth, and we have to live in a physical version. Mm. This life doesn't come with a manual. Even those of us who are sounding like we know it all. In actual sense, nobody knows it. We're in a continuous process of tuning in and getting guidance. Lucky are we that we are given some of these truths, some of these mysteries, um, about the unwritten rules that govern our human existence. And the insights I'm sharing here will help you navigate your journey with greater awareness and purpose so that you can live this life well and express the Father well and enjoy it while you are at it. You will notice that this life is lived in what we call the body, which is your lifelong vessel. Like they say, please take care of it because it is the only thing you are sure of in this world. And as much as we wander off, the mind is great, the spirit is great. But for this expression, the body is extremely important that you look at it because the body is your only true possession. In terms of manifestation, knowing you are unique as an individual, it is this body that we look at. Your body is the only thing you are guaranteed to keep for your entire life. Other things, thoughts come and go. Of course, the soul is the inner man, but in terms of what people can see, it's this body. So accept your body with grace. We say you may love your body or hate it, but it remains yours throughout this life journey on this planet. It is the sacred temple. Honor this body that you have as a vessel of the sacred space through which you experience life, through which the Almighty Father has chosen to experience life within this individual incarnation that is you. And you see, if you understand, like I told you, I encourage you to take time, those of you that want to go deep, to read the Course in Miracles. It's a huge work, but it will help you to learn a number of things that it's special about our role and being, that we are all here to teach, learn, to teach and learn, to teach and learn. And because life is a classroom and you are in full-time enrollment, and like the usual classrooms, you don't have terms, you don't have breaks. You are enrolled in an informal school called life on this planet Earth, and it's ever ongoing. And their daily lessons, our lessons, each day offers opportunities to learn whether you appreciate the lessons or not. You continue to experience things that you either learn from and master. That's why we told you, for us here in these teachings, we are ultimate mastery seekers. We are seeking to be the ultimate masters of the Father, to know who God is, how God wants us to live, and then live that way, and of which is to understand that we are one with everything, one with the Father, and to continuously tune into the Father and live by His power and by His being and guidance. And we understand that in these daily relations, perception shapes reality. Remember, perception is like pregnancy, your conception. eh? For things to be, so the perception is the each perception, each sort of taking in to produce shapes what we really experience. So every lesson that seems relevant contains uh, wisdom you need. Everything contains the wisdom that you need to be able to navigate this realm and succeed, because at every point you are ever and ever learning. And we are saying that we must grow in this appreciation for us to take advantage of our lifelong learning, um, because the curriculum in this life is designed perfectly with your spiritual growth, the level at which you need to grow. Remember, we said in the previous session that the house of the Father, Jesus said, my Father's house contains many rooms. There are different levels. Each body is at their different level of knowing and learning, and the things that you will witness are all aimed at helping you learn the lessons at that level so that you can proceed to another level, until you are able really to reach on top of it, being able to tap from the Father and live sort of an angelic life. and we have to take up every level with courage, knowing that whether we commit what we call mistakes, mistakes are just lessons, because growth on this planet is through experimentation, brothers and sisters. I told you that as there are many human beings, as there are many plants and whatever, so are the different expressions of the Father. Nobody can say they have it all or they know it all. The Father can like to just manifest in another way. We can only tell and over time learn some general patterns, which is what we are sharing. So we are growing. Life is a process of trial and error experiments. Don't be so much focused on being right or wrong. That's why even in your Bible, they told you, eh, even the sin was good and evil. If this world has, there's nothing like good and evil. Like we told you, power is power. There is a good power, bad power. Something, the same thing can be used. The sun is not bad or good. Soil is not bad or good. Water is not bad or good. Is not bad or evil. Everything just is. God is. God told you in all those books, I am he that brings darkness and he that brings light. Dwells in darkness, but is the light. Eh? Brings life and ends it. Everything, what you tap there is what you get. What is there is what you reflect at a different time. So we have to, we are, and it's part of the game of finding out. It's the beauty of this earthly game, that we're here to find our perfect union with the Father. And it's sort of a ping pong. And the master is about making it less of a ping pong and to be a little more a straight line of exploration where you go on a journey that is really eventsome, where you enjoy knowing that you are truly connected ever and ever to that Father, and you can tap from the Father to achieve that which it is that you want. So we must learn from what seems to be failures in this world, because failed experiments are as valuable as those that succeed. There is in the eternal, many of us, if you reflect in your life that you have lived, you'll find that most of the things that have come to help you in your life resulted from what you learned when you made what they call mistakes in this life. Remember their mistake. So it's like you want to take this finger and instead take this. It's a mistake you took badly and you deserve another take. So this life luckily gives us another take, and we can always know that at this level, this take is the one that worked for us. Know the meaning of these words, brothers and sisters. So each attempt builds skills and wisdom for future challenge. Every time you make another take, every time you design another strategy, you're building knowledge, knowing, and that knowing can be an edge over the things that you want to achieve or that which you want to do. And the focus should always be on forward, going forward. Progress, know that progress is the desire, but it isn't linear, but the direction should always be going forward, so that you grow and continuously express and express and express until you have expressed as much as possible, because the Father is endless, is infinite, so you cannot say you have finished him, that everything has come through you. The presence of other people indicates that there is so much to come out from you than what can be from one person. So also express as much. Even if you live 100 years, there's still more that can come from you. And this means that we understand this very well, this concept of life being a school. It's actually central to, I did a book on the laws of the universe and the laws of life, which is available, which built on the laws that were explored in the Kybalion, and there's so many other publications that were done to help us understand the unchanging laws of the universe. Please, I encourage all of you to read them. Even if you don't read my copy, which you can get freely on my website, I believe it's also available on Amazon and several other places. You can also contact us and we give it to you, to know the things of the world and the things that don't change, so that you should not be repeating everything. We should learn from. It's why there are cultures and traditions that our forefathers, our ancestors have learned some things and they put them in cultures and traditions to help us progress. There are also those that are beyond one culture, one tradition, which have been noticed and observed, and they can help you to progress. Uh, but one of those key is this thing about Earth being a school. We are here to learn and evolve and learn. And what we learn is that lessons will repeat themselves until learned. Now, remember, I told you, for me, part of the biggest revelation the Father has done is to show me the meaning of these words. lesson, what we call lesson, it comes from towards less and on. Huh? So when you'll have learned something, then you focus on it less. Is what lesson is. So a lesson is that which you have now understood and now no longer need to focus on it. So if you thought, for example, happiness is in going, let's say, to a disco, or through dating as many girls, or you know, visiting people, when you learn that not everybody is ready to receive you, or this is a futile attempt, then you have learned the lesson. Then you focus less on it. You will rest, spend more time with yourself, know that going within is much more important, and having a meaningful relationship is more than throwing yourself here and there, and being satisfied from within is more than pursuing earthly pursuits of property. Once you learn it, then you focus less on it, and that's what lesson is. But these lessons, what we call lessons in life, they will keep repeating until we learn we learn that lesson, because in the end, that's what it is, that we must focus less and less on the things we meet in this world. And before we learn it, that thing will keep repeating until we focus less on it. And that's why there is persistent teachings, lessons return in various forms until they are fully absorbed within your own life. And at each level, there is increasing difficulty. That's why if you think men are, let's say, very bad, or ladies are like this, you will continue to get a worse one, a worse one, a worse one, a worse one, until if you think bosses are always rude, you are likely to continue getting a bad boss, until at each level, they tell us, if you don't learn your own lessons of how to behave and that you can control how people react to you, you are going to have harder and harder lessons which are more painful, until you learn that you are actually in the center, you're in control, and you can always pick from the Father, and the Father can give you all the assurance that you need if you tune in. So in this pursuit of life, we are saying that true learning is evidenced by a changed behavior. You must change yourself. You must change yourself. And learn this word, behave, to behave. Oh, my father, my father. It is be and have. You have to be that which you want to have. Hmm? Behave, the word behave comes from be and have. You have to be, then have. So if you want peace, if you want prosperity, if you want abundance, if you want, you have to be that which is abundant. You have to have the behavior or characters that are tuned to that kind of thing that you want to be. So when you finally integrate the lesson, you will advance to new challenges that further your growth, having, of course, jumped the current one. And this is the eternal classroom that we're always in, brothers and sisters. The never-ending education of this world. Learning does not conclude with age, achievement, or wisdom. There is always something wise to learn from the experience. Of course, wisdom comes from experience, and they're universal teachers. Every person you meet carries a lesson meant specifically for you, that you can use to further grow. If you're used to only people in your village, before you meet others, it's why we live with all these perceptions and beliefs about other people we've never met, sometimes until we meet them and then get our own experience, and we're able to understand things in a much better perspective. So appreciate this life-wide curriculum, that each incident that comes, joyful or painful, contains valuable teachings. Your question should always be, God, what is there for me to learn in this? Please let me know the lesson, I learn it, and I get it so that I can progress on to the next level. Because the lower levels are much more painful, ladies and gentlemen, because they are heavy, they are harder, they're on the ground, near the ground. So the higher you go, when you get out of the physical things, the easier the lessons become, uh, and the better you are at navigating what this life has brought to you. So while life exists, as long as you draw breath, remember your education will continue. You're going to continue to face challenges, to face hurdles, because they help you to know that you can bring much from you. It's like you can lift a pen, um, but within you there is also power to lift this computer. There is power to lift a chair. There is power to lift a jerrycan, or even to carry much more stronger things. All of it is within, but it will never come out until you are brought to face with a challenge that is befitting of that kind of level. And to really live this life and live it fully, to master that these lessons are there. Mine is to learn, and what I have learned can no longer disturb me. And one of the key things here is to understand this concept of the illusion of there, that there's something else that will make you happy. There's something else. There's something else there. There's something else there, because we get to learn that nothing external leads to lasting fulfillment. Hmm? All your happiness, all your enjoyment is always here and with you. All your happiness, all your enjoyment is always here and with you. Always. You can choose in every situation to be happy and to enjoy yourself, because it is an internal thing. Nothing external can ever give you lasting fulfillment. They happen just remind you of the happiness and fulfillment that is within. No property in this world can give you lasting happiness. No group of people, no experience. It is all within. Actually, these experiences happen to remind us of that which is already within. Because, like we said with the taste of mango, the taste of the mango, of the sweet potato, of cassava, of sugarcane is all within you. So when you taste this thing is when you know, oh, this is this, oh, this is this. You know that in as much as all fruits are sweet, most, if not all, but they all taste different. All those tastes are within you. You are just like the soil, which knows every fruit. Once you put in a seed, it will bring forth only that seed from that, that plant from that very seed that you have planted. So is your life, that everything you learn is within you, and events can come to bring it out, or you can decide to bring it out and be content with what it is that is before you, because you actually already have everything already within. Because remember, within the unseen, you can access and have everything. And once you have it, you cannot say that now, for example, if you have hair, or that you are longing to have hair. So when you realize that you are one with everything you are seeking, you're one with everything that you need, then you lessen on this urge to look for things. You already get a piece of knowing that you already live with the achievement. So, but when you're still on this earthly path, which is what we are in, which and what we're discussing, that higher level is probably not for everybody. It takes time to grow to reach there. But for now, if you are moving, you have to know that you're moving target each achieved there, each level you achieve that you thought, if I finish primary, I will be like this. If I finish secondary, if I get a degree, then I will be better. But if I get a master's, then I will be better. If I get PhD, then I will be better. Then you get PhD, then you realize, oh, you have not studied the research methods very well, or monitoring and evaluation, or now there is AI, they are all these digital, like there will always be something else. And then you realize you need communication skills, you need how to package your content, you need to learn how to podcast. There is always more and more, and you are an unfolding manifestation of the all. Remember, God is the all, the Father, the source, the Allah, the Abba, or Viona. That they are, because everything is contained in there, there will be always more, because what you represent, the image and likeness of which you are, represents everything. And you are going to be revealing another destination at every achievement. Know this. Don't be disappointed with yourself. Don't think you're selfish. Many times we think people are selfish. They have this, they want another. No, they have just gone to that level, and now that level is no longer working for them. God is a continuous manifestation through his people. And only those who are mature, who understand this, then we learn that we have to enjoy the present moment, whatever it is that you have. True contentment exists only in embracing the now. True satisfaction is internal and can only exist in embracing the now. One of the things, yesterday I was meeting a friend and I was telling him one of the secrets the father showed me one time. Of course, by love, when I got sick and went into an 8-day coma, I did not understand. Then when I got another, I only got it 10 years later when I went into another sickness and I did not have ability to breathe uh, for more than a month. And you know, sometimes the lessons of the father, even the talking, after when you start talking, some of them might sound like they are rough, but love sometimes comes off like mothers usually talk to their children. You might think it's quarreling and shouting, but the lessons of life can come hard. And one time the father told me, the challenge with human beings, you don't learn until you don't have breath. Hmm? You don't know that all the problems you are having are because you have breath. If you are at a situation where you're struggling with breathing, which is the biggest, the most important thing you can have in this world. which comes to us naturally and freely and so easily. When you still have it, now you get other problems and you make them so big, or you think other things are very important. But at that time when you're struggling for breath, huh, nothing else matters. And some of us have been there several times. It's why we have been brought to this wisdom. So it's good you learn from us. You don't have to wait for you also to go through it. That appreciate the capacity to breathe. That it's one of the biggest gifts. Not one of the biggest, the biggest. The ability to take in air through your body in and out is the biggest gift that you can ever have. And anytime you have it, be thankful. Whatever it is you are able to partake, water, food, whatever it is that you have, appreciate. Appreciate, because they have all come freely to you. You came in this world without them, you have found him here, and of course you know you will leave them. Therefore, the expression, whatever has been brought to you, you are lucky to experience it, and um, you continuously live in this unfoldment that whatever has come is okay for me, but I know that I will have to go to the next level. So this mind continuously creates new destinations, not just there. You reach there, then you realize there is another place, there is another place, which convinces us that happiness awaits somewhere else. And we are saying you have to go beyond this illusion, this lie that you will be happy when you get this, you will be happy when you get this, when you get this, that's when you will be happier. You have to be happy now. Happiness is just eh, there, being there. Actually, it's being in the moment. It's, it's happening. It has to be happening. It's continuous. Nothing happens outside the now. So I hope that you really get that and understand that whatever will come in your life, especially the people, they are just mirrors reflecting yourself to them. Remember, we said we are one. We began with the law of divine oneness. Uh, I think I will have a lesson on mirrors, why mirrors are important. They are the ones that enable us to see ourselves the way we are. Nobody can look into their eyes in this world by themselves, except by the help of a mirror. So human beings, like what we call human beings, are able also to reflect, because we reflect in each other's eyes. What you see in others reflects what is existing within you. Many of the things that are paining you, that you don't like about others, is actually what you don't like about yourself, if you learn to go within. Hmm? And what you like about others is what you recognize and love in yourself. Hmm? So when you grow, you know that others are there as my teachers, and as much as I'm also teaching them what I'm teaching them. And your strongest negative reactions reveal unhealed aspects of your own psyche. I encourage you to read the work of about the different psyche from as many people as there are many psychologists who have written about this, um, so that you understand, because the psychology is the study of the mind and its logic. Hmm? The mind and its logic. But the work that I love most is by Carl Jung. I think he was an Australian psychologist. He has produced a lot of work on the psyche. When you don't understand the mind and how it works, it's not easy to enter into the spiritual world. Hmm? You have to begin by mastering the physical, which we are talking about now, and then master the psyche, the mental, and then you can master the spiritual, where everything is sourced from. So each person in your life serves as a mirror, reflecting your internal landscape back to you. It's why some of us are able to live in this life without much issue, because we don't have problems within. You know, there is a gentleman I used to learn a lot from, who taught about you being about expression. That you should be like a mango. Like, if you are, life is always expressing out of you what is there. Huh? And the things that don't serve you, should really get out. Huh? It was, the gentleman is called Wine Dyer. I encourage you, those who want, really go forth and read online. There are a lot of his work. That we must be able to be in that state where only that we want is present. And when it is what we want is what is present within our hearts, within the inside of us, then we are able to express, to see that in others, because we all contain that within the love of the Father when we are tuned there. And this is at the center of what we call creating our own reality, hmm? Where you possess all the necessary tools and resources to craft your own life. We have this capacity within each of us, by going back especially to the Father, or depend on others as they come, as they are, but best to tap from the Father directly at the source. But you have this personal authorship. Hmm? The story of your life unfolds through your choices and your actions. Every day you are writing a different sentence, a different chapter in your life. Not others. We normally want to focus on others. Focus on yourself. And the strategic living, that strategic living, hmm, take charge or surrender control to external forces and circumstances. If you don't take charge of your life and decide how it will go, you're going to be blaming others. You're at 50, you're blaming parents. You're 30, you're blaming your parents. Huh? You're blaming your government. You're blaming your leaders, your culture, your tradition, your whole country. Many of us are living in this blame game, blame game. You will continue suffering. The person you're complaining about is actually enjoying their life, living their dream life, and learning, also moving on to the next lesson. And it's up to you to want to be successful, to want to be in the life that you want, or to continue in the complaining type. That means that you know the kind of person you are. Hmm? We say there are three types of people in this world, in this physical expression of the body. They are the creators, those who actively make things happen through vision and action. You have to act. We said once you realize you have a seed within you, if there is what God has planted in you, you have to plant it. Plant it. If God gave you knowledge to connect within and say train others like I'm doing, if you have to do it. You cannot just sit with it. It will be going against the first law, which is be fruitful. Hmm? So you have to take initiative. These ones take initiative. They shape their circumstances. They build their destiny. They are the observers, those who watch what happens while remaining passive. They just watch, talk about what others are doing, talk about other things, describe everything else that exists. They notice patterns, they remain uninvolved, they do analysis, and they wait for opportunity. When it comes, then they can benefit. That is given to them. But they are living less than the creators, because the co-creators, those who take initiative, are always going through this world. And then they are the wanderers, those who remain confused about what happens around them. They see things and they don't make sense of them. They miss even clear signals. They feel victimized all the time. Someone is victimizing them against them, is stealing from them. They lack awareness of who they truly are, that we are all one being with the Father. And I don't know in which group you belong, whether you are among the creators, the observers, or the wanderers. But my job is really to invite you, brother and sister, that if you are in the wanderers, you move towards observer, you learn something there, but ideally you come to the real true home we're supposed to be in, which is of creators, to be one with the Father and pick out that which is within in the unseen and bring it to the scene, so that life can be better, not just for yourself, but for others, and the world can get to partake in the seed that has been put within you. And this means that you tap into inner wisdom. All the wise kingdom, all the wise dominion is within you. The best, look within, turn your gaze inward to discover the truth. The only truth, even me, what I'm telling you now, don't take it for granted. Don't take it for what? You go within and ask the Father of anything. When you are quiet and calm, I'm happy we do coaching, we do sessions. I'm happy to lead you in your groups. If you have them, please invite me. We can lead you so that you are able to go within and get to listen to the Father direct by yourself. If you want to do self-healing, we are able to lead you to see within, and you begin that. We just done a session on utterance. How do you command things and they be? Let's take you have to experience. Jesus came here to teach us to be able to be that who experiences the oneness of the Father, that we are one with the Father. I and the Father are one. So this means that we go within, listen deeply, quiet the mind, and hear your soul's guidance. The mind has a lot of thoughts every minute, things coming up, tuning to so many things. And until we learn to meditate, to go within, to calm down the mind, we cannot hear from the source, from the 0 point, where every sound exists, where everything exists. Before manifestation starts, everything is already there. It's where we need to go to get that super high level guidance. And we have to tune ourselves to be always willing to go back and get guidance from that true source. And you have to trust yourself. Have faith in your intuition. Intuition's perfect wisdom. Intuition, remember, intuition, these are two words, in and tuition. Tuition is what you pay to learn in your normal schooling. So the inner one, intuition, is when you go within. There are those things that you know without seeing them physically. It's what we call it. And intuition is your very first gift. Everybody has it, but some of us have not grown it. But to grow it, you need to be occasionally going within so that you can get guidance on some things of the world and be able to express that which is for your good. So the answers you seek have always resided in you. You know this. This is the most important truth. All the answers you seek are within you, waiting for your recognition. You just have to see it. Hmm? These are your hands, those are your hands. You just have to see that they are hands, then you use them. God is not going to capture your hands and go and pick things for you. You have to go within and get this power, this guidance, so that you can live to your dream, so you can achieve that which you want. And we have to struggle. Of course, we always struggle with this tendency to forget, because there is a veil of forgetfulness, as we are told, when we come into this world as part of the game of the Great Spirit, which breaks out into all of us to come here. We forget that we are connected to the Father, and we come here in a game to see whether we shall rediscover this oneness with the Father. So it means that we must live in this life with clarity of vision, where moments of insight bring profound understanding. But you have to go within. You have to go within, living the physical things and the thoughts of this world, and get to tap from the inner source, inner calm source. What Jesus said in Matthew 6:6. Go to your Father in secret and talk to your Father in secret. Your Father who hears in secret will give you or reveal to you whatever it is that you want to know. And this is the return, what we are calling the return to full consciousness. But the life will push you always to get back to unconsciousness. Consciousness is the awareness of being, is the awareness of you going within you. Because all answers, that's why they exist. Many times we keep returning back there. Things go on like we are not even present. Um, so daily life will pull you back into habitual patterns of being absent. You see everything like is happening to you, and you have no power. Yet you are always, if you can connect within, you will get guidance on how to circumvent whatever it is that you are facing. So my prayer for you today is that you can rediscover your journey. We must continuously remind ourselves of this essential truth, where the veil of forgetfulness that is part of us and will continue. We have to make this unfolding a continuous process, where you forget, you remind yourself quickly, you say, hey, please, you are in charge here. Bless your journey. Don't start a journey and complain about accidents. They are there. But what did you command your journey? How do you want your journey to be? How do you want your day to be? You are in charge of all these forces that are operating in the world. So we're saying, learn this truth so that you can go through your life, through your lessons very well. One of the other key um, issues that you need to know to embrace this life well is the impermanence of everything. Embrace the impermanence of everything. In this life, nothing is permanent. Only the next opportunity thing it seems to be good, like we have said. So many of us live resisting change because we think we must keep in this situation or we must be in this state, while others accept and flow on with the unfolding of things that are coming. So those who resist always suffer. Life will bring hard blows on you. You will see things not moving as you had planned. But life is teaching you a lesson. Will you learn it and so that you can go to the next level? Those who learn to live in the flow, they instead accept what has come and live in peace. Those who resist generate a lot of fear because you see like your life is being torn apart. If you're losing something that you owned or something that you thought you would get, you're not getting it. It seems like the plan will not work out, or the things people you thought you would be with, you can no longer be with them. Many times we get fear, but those who are in the flow, those who learn not to resist what is happening, you are able to foster the presence. You just thank God for the present moment that is there, and you know that only the good is unfolding for you. We are told in the Bible that everything happens for the good of those who love the Lord. It is true. It is true, my brothers and sisters. You know that whatever has come is for your good. and your good is your connection with the Father. And many times you are not listening, and you have to be cowed by earthly problems to be able to come back in line so that you can listen to the great, great promise that the Father is waiting to exhibit through you, to show off through you. Mm? And when we insist on this resistance, saying things, insisting things should be this way, many times we deplete our energy, we get tired, we are always living in stress, which is the leading killer in this world. While when we're in the flow, we get revitalized, we get renewed vitality. We are able to live because we are in tune. When you are tuned, you don't have to carry something to tune. You are already tuned. You are the same level with that which you want, with that which you want to learn. And if you know that you have no goal of yourself, it's the Father learning the world through you. So if that's what He has brought in your life, that is what the Father wants to learn. Flow with it. Otherwise, of yourself, you cannot do much, like Jesus said. Of myself, I cannot do much. It's the Father in heaven who doeth the thing through me. If you understand that simple truth, that everything in life is temporary, only the Father who knows everything is expressing through me, then you will embrace the transient nature of existence and find true freedom, which many of us live with. And when we stop clinging to permanence, thinking that situation should be like this, we discover the beauty in each passing moment, in each challenge, because we know it's preparing us for the next best situation. And we have to practice this present, one moment at a time. True living happens only in the present moment. Nothing can happen in the future or in the past. The one you call the past, when it happened, it was in that moment. In the future, it will only happen when that moment reaches. So be present. When you're present, everything will unfold. And keep knowing that the Father who is in control with, to give you guidance, that can only be doing things that are for your good at any particular moment. The past and the future only exist in your mind. Only the now exists. I think I'll have a session specifically on the now and the present. That's why it's called the present. The gift. The gift we have is the now, this moment that I'm having now to share this profound truth with you. And it means that whatever is brought before you, it's good for your learning. A hurdle will not come if you don't have the power to jump, to overcome it. So be a patient adapter. Like nature, we should grow around our obstacles with patient presence. Because rushing or trying to think you are in power, you are in charge, creates resistance. That's why you see people moving around with guns. All people who think they are powerful, they are in power, they are moving around with guns everywhere. You know this life. Huh? Because they think there is no security anywhere outside of the Father. Many of us live in peace. We wonder even why people are carrying guns around. But because people, the moment you think it is you doing, it is you who is in charge, you are going to suffer. And people live in this worry, suffering endlessly. Because we do not tap back into this wonder we had when we are children. Children naturally embrace presence. In every moment they are happy. When you find children playing, oh, it's like there is no problem in this world. They play with this, they play with whatever they have, anything that's available. They experience life directly without mental filters of what is good, what is not. Things are just happening for your learning. Allow them to come and go. Allow them to come and go. Like I told you, you just are. You are not bad or good. You are not this or the other. Huh? When you are in the toilet, you are. But you don't stay there. Huh? When you are eating, you are. When you are singing, you are. When you are dancing, you are. You are the unending expression of the Father. So let nothing come and you attempt to make it permanent. Nothing is permanent. You are not even in a year. That's why the years also keep unfolding. So let's live in this life with mastery so that we can have a heroic journey through this vessel that God has given us as our body. We can live with it well by remembering that these rules, as you navigate your life, can help you live at a higher level, knowing the impermanence of things, eh? Knowing the moving above the obstacles like water, so that the journey itself can unfold within you, and you know that the journey is the destination. When you talk about destiny, there isn't actually any destiny because you where you are. When you are, there's nowhere you are going, there's nowhere you are from. You are here. You get to understand that life is happening through you, not to you. So there is no destination per se. you're just going to have different experiences go through you, and always honor and give glory to God by tapping into the Father and insisting on that which it is that you want to show off through you. Let you be that revelation, knowing that from the the butterfly is existing even when you're looking at the this, I think they call it the pupil stage, that it's always an unfoldment. Even if I'm in this challenging situation, I can always go beyond it, so that your life can be that extraordinary adventure in consciousness that it is meant to be. Live your life with courage, with wisdom, with joy, so that you can give absolute glory to the Father. Thank you. I'll see you in the next session.